I wanted to try out a bunch of new settings on the randomizer, and one of the presets available is the open preset. So we're gonna check it out. Yo, new Richter, let's go, PogChamp. You guys added new Richter color palettes. Did you add new Dracula color palettes too? That's definitely a new one. Wrong way. This is a problem. 3, 4, 5. This is fine, actually. Watch this. It'll be okay, maybe. Oh, nice. I think that's fair. Storm's won enough tournaments that he can get his own color palette if he wants to. That's actually a really cool incentive for community events, actually. Like, have the winner of a tournament get to fucking... Also known as... Don't... Not even as a joke. Don't say that shit in my chat, because I don't want to fucking hear it. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck off. Oh, fuck. I forgot that we have the randomized stats and shit. Oh, and the sprites and the everything's randomized. No, fuck. It'll be fine. Whoa. But yeah, I do think I like the idea of having color palettes or things of that nature get added to the randomizer based off of like community events or something like that. That's really cool. Yo! +1 to all of my stats for wearing the silver ring. Don't mind if I do. So if all of the shortcuts are open, I should go this way. All the shortcuts and warps are open, so getting to the castle entrance is actually really good. This is why I like the idea of having an open preset, is it gives you so many options for routing, which is fun. The downside is if you race this against somebody else, they'll just pick the correct location the first time and you go there on like the 5th or 6th time and then you lose because of it. But for just like casually playing through the randomizer, it's cool. It's basically like turning Symphony of the Night into an open world video game, if you will. This is the Elden Ring Breath of the Wild. Skyrim. I turned Symphony of the Night into Skyrim? Oh! Yeah, free roam mode on. With that in mind, let's go Outer Wall now. We have the plans for tournament champion places to get temporary gold, silver, and bronze palettes. That's cool. I like that. It's very cool. Ah! Ow. Yeah, any way to incentivize players for being involved in community events by like impacting the randomizer itself is very cool. If we could ever get to the point where we can put custom sprites into the game for characters, like custom Alucard sprites or whatever, that's when shit gets crazy time. That's like the future, for sure. Okay. Now we go Outer Wall. Do the checks here. We probably should do... Never mind, we're not doing the library anymore. I was going to say, we're going to do the library, but not anymore, because we can do that stuff later. Let's go back to Alchemy Lab. One thing I will do is go this way to check the relic, because I think it's faster. And it's probably nothing. Yeah. A quick check. Do I prefer regular open or first castle, the other open preset? I don't know if I have a strong preference for either. To be honest. Is this better? To do alchemy lab checks this way? Maybe it is. Because I do also get the Colosseum check out of the way. Let's try it. Owie! Owie, owie, ow, ow, ouchies! It's a lot of damage. Like, my items aren't terrible by any means, but they're not great. Whee! Let's see it. Skill of Wolf is good. And potentially... No, it doesn't allow for much progression, actually. If we get Wolf, we can do everything we can do with Skill of Wolf as well. So we can just skip it. That's fine. Zircon. That's annoying. Ooh. That's one downside, is I can't check that yet. That does make this route slightly worse, because I'm gonna have to go back for gravity boots later, but it's not the end of the world, I guess. That didn't kill you? Uh-oh. Does this kill? No? I guess I can just do this. It's not the end of the world. Yeah, I very much am not vibing with my weapon loadout right now, but surely it'll get better. It's just some random armor piece. It's probably trash. Watch, I just passed up like turbo mega giga armor plus 75 million stats. Brother, I can't even fucking... Is there any enemy I can kill in a single hit? Jesus Christ. I'm not used to being this weak. Says the guy who just murdered a boss in 0.5 seconds, but still. Item stat rando just swaps around item stats, and it's based off of the classification of the item. So for example, swords are randomized amongst other swords, shields randomized amongst other shields. Armor randomized among other armors, etc. Sword specifically. So for example, flails and like bludgeoning type clubs, I think is what they're called in this game. Those are randomized amongst the other clubs. Does that mean Chris Grimm could be even more OP? Technically, yes. If I did the other route, this would have been better, because now... do I go back? I don't know. I think I'll go Forbidden route, I guess. I don't know. Because I want to go back and do all... Or maybe I save it for later. Because now that we have flight, we can do a lot of stuff. Let's actually save split for castle entrance then. We'll save split for entrance, and then from there, we'll figure out what we're doing. That's probably correct. Is that a library card? Oh, no! The library card would have made this route really, really good. Forever being baited. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of the item name and stat and sprite randomization all getting mixed up in the thing, especially as like a default, because I feel like it confuses people more than it like is exciting or interesting. Because most of the time you just end up with swords that are like more or less slightly better or slightly worse or just the same. And on very rare occasions, like incredibly rare occasions, do you get to go, oh my god, my Chrysogrim is broken! Or you'll be like, wow, my Chrysogrim does no damage. What a waste. Like, it doesn't feel impactful enough to justify the annoyance of it all, in my opinion. What ends up happening 99% of the time is that the good stats from like a good sword with a good hitbox get swapped to a sword that's like, it would be like a short sword doing like 75 damage per hit, where you're like, okay, it's not like technically not that bad, but I do want to throw this sword into a river and die. So, whatever. Should I be checking these potions? Doesn't matter. Probably not. It just makes item checks annoying as well, because it's like you enter a room and then it's like, do I spend the extra 3 seconds to pick these up and then make my inventory an absolute fucking mess to sort through later? Or do I just skip all the items hoping that they're probably trash, because 99% of the time they're trash? You know what I mean? It's just not ideal. But every once in a while, I guess it's not that bad. Why is this out of logic? Does it think that I... Why did I go here? I went here thinking that I had Spike Breaker in my inventory, but I didn't. Because... I guess it glows is out of logic with just Leapstone and Gravity Boots or whatever. I don't... Like, technically, I guess I could... If I just abused iframes forever, I could maybe get there. But... New sword? Broadsword? Yeah, like, Sunstone? Does nothing. Very unfortunate. Onyx, okay. Hello? My spells? Where'd my spells go? There we go. The whole reason I came down here was to do Spike Breaker 2. Dude, I'm having a... What a... This is rough. I'm having a rough one. Chat, can somebody help me? I'm in need of a major comeback. I'm losing it. Ugh. Rough one. Please be good. Please, I need this. It's technically worse because the hitbox is worse. That's the thing that pisses me off. You would think, oh, number bigger, therefore better weapon. No, actually. Because this sword could at least double hit. Like this. So I'm doing 16 times 2 per slash, where that weapon would be doing... like, what, 4 extra damage once per slash? When was the last time I saved? I think it was Castle Entrance. So if this is nothing, I think I should be able to safely reset at the very least. Because we didn't really get anything for this. This fight's going to take forever, though. Well, maybe not. Spell damage is still good. It's a lot of bodies. Get this shit out of my way. Okay. Indeed, it do be raining men sometimes. It is a shame that, ugh. That Symphony of the Night came out so early compared to I'm a Fire in My Laser. Like, if those two came out around the same time, the world would have been a different place, that's for sure. Imagine the memes. So... I'm gonna go check Gravity Boots. I still miss old meme culture. I mean, millennial meme culture was fine for the most part. I think there was a hard line, and I call this the Harambe line, personally, where I think that was the hard line culturally, where the concept of memes post-Harambe became, like, the life cycle of them became so short, such that you could no longer have cultural hegemony around specific memes. Now memes come and go so fast that by the time you learn about a new quote-unquote meme, it's already dead. Where Dicks Out for Harambe, that shit was around probably a little too long, but I feel like that was the last one. And that was like 2016, you know? How's it going, July Man? That's the fun part, Lucy. There is no such thing as the best route. You just have to guess. Any preset that gives you this many options on the same layer is, you just guess. And, like, you hope to get lucky. If you don't, it's like, whatever. It's not that big of a deal. It's probably still faster to reset. Thank you for the good luck. Do we have any memologists out there? By the way, is this like a thing, like cultural, has the cultural sciences evolved such that people are studying the spread of memes? Surely that's a thing, right? Jizz it up, streamer. Shadow Hunter, thank you very much for the 13 months. I appreciate you. Surely it's somebody's job to keep track of the memes, right? Sounds like a branch of anthropology. That's what I'm saying. It's like important cultural touchstones, you know? Like Dat Boy. It needs to be in the history books or like an anthropology book or something. If humans 200 years from now don't open a textbook to see a weird-ass fucking frog on a unicycle, I think we as a species have failed. Well, that's the thing, is like old cultures had their own memes, obviously. It's just that they're opaque to us because we don't have the right like context and technology and whatnot. Oh my god, we got a duplicator. I am done complaining. Wait. I have nothing to use the duplicator with. Never mind, we're back to complaining. Son of a Wait, I did the mana refill glitch? Lock me up, officer. Send me to jail. I did a glitch, that's right. Can we remake Footloose, but instead of it being about a town that outlaws dances, make it be a group of speedrunners that have outlawed glitches? Is this anything to anybody? I think the duplicator is always negative stats. Yeah. From the looks of it. This is like shit from a butt. I'm just gonna go to the fucking library, I guess. Yeah, these open presets definitely get you in the stun lock of, I hope I go to the right location, and then if you just don't, it feels really bad. But we do get to explore a lot of the game and have fun doing so. So this to me feels like premium, just have fun with the randomizer type preset, which is fine. Not everything has to be about going fast and world records or whatever. Okay, Soul of Bat any second now is going to go crazy, bro. Because we have the combo. The ultimate combo of Echo and Force of Echo. Ice Brand? Bro, Ice Brand kind of doo-doo. I will not be sponsored by the Ice Brand. We will not be taking any brand deals. I mean, that was close. We got the back card. Ice Brand has Molten. Very true. Why don't we use the term Molten more often, actually?
I'm interested.
Okay, we finally found a Vlad relic. I just remembered Vlad relics are required. We can get the Power of Sire, but there's a chance it doesn't have a hitbox, I believe. Can I get any other usable items that aren't... No? Fire Shield is something. Wow, Golden Ring to rule them all. Does nothing. Ring of Ares, though. Looking very strong. Whatever.
Thank you. Farewell for now.
I don't know if you're interested or helpful. I went back to the VOD and wrote down all the wheel options for the silly one and which ones I've done. That is actually incredibly helpful, unironically. If you could message that to me, or if you have it written down, I should be able to paste it into the wheel website and get the wheel back up and running, which would be very helpful to me. Thank you. Which means we could spin the wheel after this, which would make me very happy. Yeah, the wheel. So the wheel website I'm using to do the fundraising stuff sucks ass, is what I'm finding out. You can't have more wheels saved at the same time, even though the website has the functionality to do so. I don't know why that is. I don't know. It's weird. It's strange. But it is what it is. Dude! I have a feeling that it's going to be sword card, and I'm going to be mad. It's wee strange. Very true. Yep. Dude, every single check that I've left up to this point is like ones that I don't want to do right now. I'm going to go to the Caverns. I'm like putting off the bad checks because they're slow, and it's like, nope, motherfucker, you're going to check the goddamn waterfall and you're going to like it. You're going to Merman Statue. But it's fine. This must be how it feels to do like an Elden Ring randomizer, unironically. Where like, I mean, I've done a few Elden Ring randos, but I usually have them set up such that progression is in like vanilla locations because the rest of the randomizer is already crazy. But Elden Ring randos where like progression items can be anywhere, that sounds very bad. Well, it sounds bad to somebody who wants to finish them in a reasonable amount of time. I guess if I wanted to give myself 8 hours to finish a randomizer, then at that point an Elden Ring rando wouldn't be too bad. Thank you, Allie, yet again. Your help won't go unrewarded. Or whatever the fuck Alucard be talking about. Some hee-hee thank you type shit. Yo, what up, Fixio? Welcome, welcome. I didn't see what that was, but it probably doesn't matter. This is another Onyx, which will let me buy a handful of decent things in the shop. The Ring of Ares is the thing that is probably the most useful, but it's 8K, so it's fine, though. I could have done this check alongside entrance, but whatever. This check is just kind of awkward to get to, even in open preset. Well, we can't reset it, but that's fine, because I plan on doing the other Caverns checks after this. It's just, you know. We're on to the slowest possible checks here, right? So no matter how I slice it, these are going to be slow and annoying. Man, Solar Bat would go freaking crazy style right now. You ever realize that this song is good? Anyone ever talk about how Lost Painting is a good song? Especially for a Castlevania game, I feel like. I feel like the future Castlevania games didn't really lean into this, like, kind of like atmospheric, ethereal, but also like, I wish I had the language to describe the feelings that it gives more effectively. But you guys know what I'm talking about. It stands out for sure in a game like this. Yeah, we'll go down first. Okay. Merman statue would be nice. I'll check the sword. Looks like a two-hander. Red Rust! It doesn't have to be Red Rust, right? No, it does. Dude, the Red Rust has more damage than the sword I'm currently using. If it was Muramasa, I'd switch to it, but... Because Muramasa is probably, like, the biggest sword that gets buffed from the item stat rando. Because if you have a Muramasa that has a decent stat line, it gets the better hitbox from the upgraded version, which is nice. The future games are on bunk hardware in terms of sound fidelity. I mean, even in... Not to say the soundtracks are bad, they are not by any means, but even in Lament of Innocence and Curse of Darkness, those were CD quality systems. Shit, they were on DVD quality even. I feel like they didn't go in this direction. And also, the handheld games definitely did some interesting musical choices, for sure. Tearfing? Don't fucking do this to me, man. Okay, I mean, it's not good, but it's not actual Tearfing. I don't like how compressed the Aria soundtrack is. Every time I want to use the Aria soundtrack for like background music or for like my videos that I make on the main channel, if I'm looking for background music to talk over, I'm like, oh, the songs in Aria are so good. And then you listen to the sound quality and it's like, oh, it's compressed to shit. And very difficult to use outside of the context of just the video game. So, okay, hold. It's like peril, veiled in mysticism. Hell yeah, brother. I've smoked weed too. No, you're spitting though. I was making a joke at your expense, but actually, I do agree. The compression gives it character. True. You know what? I'm checking the item. Blammo. Huge. Now I am smart. I love Harmony of Dissonance, but man, the music sounds so bad playing the game on emulator. It can be tough, for sure. I think Harmony of Dissonance is mechanically a very interesting game. The music and the castle layout are like the two things that make me kind of like shrug it off from playing it more often. But maybe I should give it a... If I just memorize the castle layout, I probably would enjoy the game like 100 times more. Because that's like the big thing that keeps me from like really sinking my teeth into it more regularly. But, oh, I can do this now too. Perfect routing. Oh, just kidding. I already checked it. Wait, huh? I'm smoking weed. I'm smoking weed and doing drugs. Wait, this is my Varda? Oh, shit. Gold ring Varda. Nice. I'm stuck at a job site today, but I wanted to pop in and say love to y'all. Sorry for disappearing from stream. Hey, do what you gotta do. Life is busy and stressful for all. So I don't blame you. And that's what Dragon Blitz Daily is for. Speaking of, if you're watching on Dragon Blitz Daily, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Help boost it in the algorithm big time. I would rando it, but the castle layout is scary. Yeah, I feel like... I don't know. I feel you. Seed is trolling? Yerp. You know it. Dragon Blitz Daily keeps stealing your streams. How can you endorse him? It was... I knew it was going to be this stupid-ass fucking... It's the last check in the game. I knew it was going to be Sword Card, and I said, no. I can't go there. It's impossible. Ah. Okay, our damage is actually good now because of the Varda, so we're chilling. I checked entrance with a save split. It just isn't showing up on the map because it was a save split. Same with the Gravity Boots location. That was a save split as well. Well, thankfully we are playing on open, so on the bright side, this check is not as annoying because I can go this way. Oh, you can't do that for that guy, too. I thought with the front slide you could maybe make it happen, but... Whee! The only MD with a numeral in their title. That's how you know they're good. Yep. Very legitimate doctor. People are saying this. The university that they got their doctorate from may be defunct and potentially in a few scandals for, you know... fraudulent claims, but it's all lies, people. Don't listen to them. Bonk. On the bright side, this works out because I think this is guaranteed to be progression now. Because we've done literally everything else, and Wolf only unlocks one location, which is Aurochs, and we're already here. So... it could have been worse. Did we last location progression? Yes. If I was in a race, would I be getting last place because of it? Yes. Am I mad as all hell? Thinking about the hypothetical scenario where I lose a race because I got unlucky? Yes. Will I complain about it and be a annoying piss baby about it? Duh. Have you ever watched a fucking stream before? If I ain't a piss baby, it means I don't care. And you want me to care. You want me to care, right? Are we back in the fucking not caring, irony-pilled layer of coolness that the coolest people are ones who are like, I don't even care that I'm getting fucking owned by the randomizer? Would you guys think I was cooler if I did that and then also smoked cigarettes? But they were filled with like, I don't know, like fentanyl or something? Yeah? Okay, cool. No, dude, it's like actually... Dude, I don't even care, man. You guys, like, care about things? Fucking cringe, bro. I would never. I don't want to smoke cigarettes unless they're filled with, what's like the funniest thing you could fill a cigarette with? That would make me laugh in this scenario. Oh, I forgot fire of bat. Never mind. I got lucky as hell. Candy corn. I was gonna say poop, but I think that's too gross to think about. Obviously, weed is there for sure. When in doubt, make jokes about weed. It's a time as old as rhyme or whatever the fuck it's called. If Fire of Bat, or sorry, yeah, Fire of Bat was Soul of Bat this entire time, I will take back everything I said about this randomizer. I don't know. I don't think I can stop myself from being honest and passionate about the things I'm honest and passionate about. Every time I think about how much more successful I would be if I was just a fake shill who just reaffirmed the thoughts and opinions of people with sensitive egos, I'd have like 1,000 more subscribers or whatever. But would I be happier? Yes, because I'd be rich. And money is the only thing that matters. On the bright side, getting that Vlad relic is good. And we can't get baited by the Holy Glasses location. Do I have an invincibility item of any kind? I don't. Not a single potion that gives me iframes. Because I want to do Spike Breaker right now. You know what? I'm going to buy something. Surely there's a potion I can buy in the shop. I wasn't paying attention to it, but I have money now. I'm going to buy something. I don't even care. Do I have a library card? Of course I don't have a library card. If I had a library card, whatever. It's fine. Plus, I just got $25 more. Rainbow Cemetery is another one that I really enjoy. Very good song. It also has the echo doots, the echo trumpet in the background, which is very fun. Fun for the whole family, if you will.
What can I do for you?
I'm interested. I'm interested.
Me selling my favorite Pokemon to the shopkeeper. Is it really uncursed as my only option? Not ideal. I can also get this for iframes alongside Fire Shield.
Thank you.
That's probably good enough.
Farewell for now.
Yo, what's up, Seto? Hope you're doing well. I should just be doing wolf movement here, actually. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Whee! Terminus is not as good as the Hodor. Sword of Hador stays winning. Stays winning. Okie dokie. Let's check Spike Breaker. It can't be Soul of Bat, but it can be Merman Statue. Which could maybe lead to Final Vlad, or it could just flat out be the Final Vlad. So we definitely just have to check it now. It's one of the goats of the game. You say that, but... Oh. What about Crystal Teardrop? That is a song that I recently heard a streamer talk about, saying it was one of the weaker songs in Symphony of the Night, and I almost had an aneurysm. That's the song that plays in the Caverns, by the way. In case you didn't know. Because I'm like, that for me is a top 2 song in the game. So hearing them say that it was one of the weaker songs in the game, who is it? I just want to talk. I won't out them. I refuse to start drama, even though I'd be a much bigger streamer if I did start drama. Maybe he was talking about volume? The song is quiet in the mix for sure, but that's intentional. IMHO. So, I don't know. Where is my uncurse? Right here. What's my best healing item? It's probably a food item. Probably should have tested these first. 24. I didn't put on the fucking... Nobody saw that. The pineapple heal. 24? Yeah. 27? Okay. Cheater? What are you talking about? You saw nothing. I'm gonna die. This is actually really awkward. Come on. Trying to summon spirit here. Summon spirit, please. I've lost the ability to do summon spirit. It's over for me. The problem is the game is too good. What? Grab the strawberry! Dude, my summon spirit! There we go. Jesus Christ. First try. This is why I'll never be as good as Durdrak. I haven't spent nearly enough hours in that room. This is why Durdrak's the GOAT, okay? This is why Durdrak is the GOAT. If you wanted an actual visual representation why I am not the best randomizer player in the world, that is why. I'll take top 3 maybe. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe my GOAT is washed because I haven't entered a tournament in a long time because the people who keep running the tournaments are people that I don't think do a very good job at running them. But historically speaking, I've done very well. Surely that means something. My GOAT's so washed doesn't even have all the main category a la carte records anymore. Shaking my SMH. The streamer is so washed. Okay. Let's go ahead and go back to tried and true. Sort of Hador, I guess, is what we're doing. Yep. Heard something about being washed. That's me. History is written by the world record holders. This is true, man. Also, Mist being locked behind there is pretty rough for us because Jewel of Open unlocks Silver Ring as a potential Final Vlad location, but we don't have access to that yet. So That sucks. I don't know. I've really been trying to think about how I feel about the idea of pushing for more like vanilla speedrun world records going forward, and it's like I can't say how I will feel in the moment attempting to grind them, but where I feel right now is like a little just kind of like I don't have the fire in me anymore, I guess. Is kind of where I'm at right now. Maybe that'll change if I try and do some serious world record grinds, but I don't know. It's been so long that it's like I do think there was a moment that took a lot of wind out of my sails in world record grinding, and that was the Saturn any percent situation. The Saturn any percent situation is crazy, by the way. I won't go into many details because it's very dramatic and stupid, but essentially being called a cheater and then all of the drama that unfolded because of that really like soured me immensely on that category, which was like a category I was having fun speedrunning and like attempting to get world records on, but and it's not even like, I don't know, man. Like the Saturn run itself is also insanely frustrating because of how random it is, on top of the social situation of just having one person be really fucking annoying and frustrating to talk to. After they essentially accuse you of cheating is like incredibly frustrating. So much so that it's like, okay, fine, have fun with your shitty fucking speedrun. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Yeah, okay, we got lucky here. It's frustrating, but it is what it is. Like, I don't know, man. I've talked about it before, but that whole situation was so insanely frustrating because it's like we were having just an open dialogue about like controller mapping, which was the entire like quote unquote you are cheating situation. Is like what you're doing is not allowed because it's not an allowed controller mapping because of X, Y, and Z reasons. And I wanted clarification. Like, okay, do you think what I am doing is cheating, yes or no? They never outright said what I think you are doing is cheating. However, they kept arguing that what I was doing would lead to some slippery slope cheating bullshit, so therefore it shouldn't be allowed, effectively trying to, like, you know, backdoor ban what it was that I was doing, which was just having a keyboard set up for one of the menus. And it's like, look, I don't need this to get world record. It is more comfortable for me to do menus with keyboard. There's enough time where I can switch between the two because the menus in Saturn take 15 literal fucking seconds. And they didn't want to hear any of it. Very frustrating, very annoying. They said they were going to make a video about it too and be annoying about it, being like, I don't know, thinking that I could be some sort of cheater exposed type fucking person for a video, which is just like insanely juvenile. And all of this is happening during the conversation of talking about whether or not it should be legal amongst the moderators. It was just so juvenile and stupid that I'm like, look, have your stupid world record. I don't care. Have fun. Like, the whole point of having a community around speedrunning is for it to be enjoyable. Being around you is so unenjoyable that I don't want to be a part of this anymore. which is incredibly sad and frustrating. So I'm going to be the next Billy Mitchell. If I could have Billy Mitchell's money, fuck it. How did he make all of his money, by the way? Is it one of those he was rich beforehand type shit? Does anyone know? Is it blood money? Did his father own like an emerald mine or something? Did he actually get rich off of the acclaimed Donkey Kong publicity? Because he clearly has enough money to sue people into the ground over and over again. No soul bat. All right, we move on. Potassium money. He's been hoarding the bananas. Whoa! He has a brand of hot sauce? What's with weird online... Never mind. It's fine. I'm sure there's plenty of people with good hot sauces. But is the hot sauce business just that profitable? You just bottle up some peppers and vinegar and call it a day? Or whatever? And then you upcharge it like 10 billion%? Call it like the Booty Blaster 6000? Because there's so many random people who have their own hot sauce. It must be insanely profitable. I would offer the dragon sauce. The only issue is that based off of my catchphrase, I don't think we could... People would... They might assume some of the ingredients are... It'll be high in protein, I can say that. Yes, I know about the pink sauce story, which is also... Nah, it's fine. All right. Who wouldn't want to buy a white hot sauce? It's just somebody who essentially poisoned people. Like, we are at the point now where people forget that, like, regulatory agencies exist for a reason. I'll be honest, if I need to make sure that stupidity and misinformation, I would stop associating with a lot of circles surrounding SotN. If I didn't need to make sure that stupidity and misinformation, comma. Need to make sure stupidity and information what? Am I missing something? I wanted to like quadruple check the sentence structure there to make sure it wasn't my dyslexia, but I don't understand what you mean. It's frustrating to me because 99.99999% of people who actively participate in like the SotN Discord, for example, are great people. I've only ever ran into like maybe 2 people ever that made me feel uncomfortable or weird about everything, and everybody else is just nice. It's just the 2 people, and one in particular, was such a bad experience that it's like, I don't know, man. Many a times I feel completely ostracized because of how often they involve themselves with stuff in the community, and it's like, I don't want to be a part of this. I guess we can check Power of Sire finally to see if it's any good. And give everybody a epilepsy attack, maybe. Oh, shit. There we go.
Go back whence you came.
Ah,
Soul of my
GG's.
mother no more.
Yeah, this is another seed that could have been a lot faster, but we had fun.
How is it that
I think we had fun. And on the bright side, we get to spin the wheel right after this. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe so you can see the wheel spin in just a little bit. And probably tomorrow. Anyways, I'll see you next time, YouTube. Have a good one. Bye-bye.